Hello, Internet. This is LordMaddog, and I'm coming at you with a tutorial for my MetaHuman character creator. So this is the only tutorial you probably really need. All the other ones that you see down below you won't actually need those. Those are just changing things like maybe adding more accessories or adding more hair and how to do that. Or maybe adding a race. They're just stuff that you don't actually need to do, and it's just stuff that you might want to do if you want to change things around a bit. So this is the only tutorial that you'll need, and it is on adding the customization to an existing character. So it's like, say you have a character all set up, but you want it now to be customizable. This is going to be the tutorial for you. So we're going to jump right on in here. Right now, whoops, wrong button. Right now we're using the third person character for our setup. What we want to use is our combat character. If you don't know about the combat character, it's a new a template that Unreal Engine has released in 5.6. It's where you punch and kick. It's pretty neat. So we're going to switch our stuff over to this character. If you see here, this character is set up for UE5 Many right here. And it's using the Quinn Simple. All right. So we're going to change it to use the MetaHuman. Let's go ahead and do that. First off, we're going to get our default body character. We're going to copy its location. We're going to paste it over here. And then we're going to also make sure that our anime class is actually compatible with MetaHuman's body mesh. All right, so obviously it is a UE5 MetaHuman. So it's compatible. The only thing it's not compatible is the control rig. And so if you want to have a control rig, you will have to set one up for yourself. So you see here, all I've already done is just turn off the control rig. Otherwise, the feet won't move. All right. So next thing we're going to do, we're going to copy our face mesh over. We're going to copy it, Control C. We're going to bring it over here, Control V, and our face mesh is going to drop right here on top of our character. And when it comes in, it's going to be a little high. We're going to make that 0, 0. We're going to make it snap right into place. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our hair and mustache and face eyelashes and all, but basically just our grooves. And we're going to paste that in there. It's not going to go where we want it either. So we got to actually drag it underneath the face mesh right there. And now that part is done. We got two more over here that we got to copy from this. Control C. And this is our actual component and our MetaHuman setup. So there's customization component and MetaHuman setup. Now, this is stuff that you don't actually need, but it is currently the easiest way to display what we're using. So right here, this one here is tapping left alt to allow us to use the mouse. All right. E to bring up, close and open the UI when you make your own game. You're probably wanting to use some type of statue, or maybe at the begin play, or just like an Elden Ring, they used a mirror so they can open and close this UI. All right. Then we have the mouse up and down, which allows us to zoom in and out on the character. All pretty simple. So we're going to just grab this and we're going to copy it on over into our combat character event graph. We're going to drop it right here. Well, I did not paste. Maybe I did not hit Control C. Copy. Sometimes you get a little buggy there. All right, now we're going to take our stop animation. This is for if you're playing like the chicken dance or the hip hop dance or a thank you thing, and the player moves, this will automatically stop that. So we'll drag this right up to here, movement component, and we're just going to put this in here. You don't absolutely need this, but it can be nice. There we are. With that, we only have a couple more things we need to do, like one or two. Right here, we're camera boom. We need to make sure the camera boom is actually working. So for some reason, sometimes it's not compatible when you drag and drop, but you will need a camera boom setup anyway. All right. We need now the one thing here is this one function, start CC. This is our character customization component. We're going to copy that and we're going to paste that right into our functions over here in the corner. Start CC, and this is basically initializing. We're telling the character components the mesh that we're using, the face mesh we're using, the eyebrows, the beards, the mustache, the hair, and stuff. And we are also telling the camera boom its default setup. Our camera setup, our default setup. Now, through testing, I know that Unreal Engine has done a bad thing and not followed their own, always follow the procedures, the best procedures. They have put the location they have moved their actual location of the camera boom instead of using socket offset. So we're going to actually switch that over to the socket offset. It's not a big deal. It's just if we don't do that, we will have the camera put in the wrong place. Best procedures, use your camera socket offset. And you're messing with booms. All right, so that's why I'm copying all these here. These things are our camera controls and setups. You may need to update these according to how you change them. You might want to have like I know in my one game setup, I have it so the player can actually change where the camera's at. So when they will do that, I will when they change the camera setup, I will probably call refresh on this set camera defaults from my customization component. Okay. And then we have this set force LOD. We don't really need this. It's just for best looks right now for me. I like things to look crisp. We don't need to have things set force to 1. Okay, it's the best performance, best crispness looks. And that, I think, is actually everything we need to get things working, except for actually putting it over here in the corner. So we're going to actually put this combat character right there. Doot, and hit play. And as we see, now my character is a combat character. Let's see here. Setup is, oh, no, I made a slight problem here. I'm like, why isn't that quite working? That's because I didn't put it at the beginning. At event, you got to put the start CC. You actually got to use the function. This has to go somewhere, anywhere in event begin play. Anywhere in event begin play. That's totally fine. Now we're ready. You're done. Okay. Yes, we got all the errors of the problem because I forgot to set that up. Yep. Hit play. Boom. And now our character's right there, and we can hit zoom in. We can change our character's looks any way we like. With our presets totally working. Our face, zoom in on face is totally working. Our skin, we can change the skin color or anything we want. Everything is now working just like you would expect. And we're gonna probably let's play as Sensei. All right, and exit that. And we're gonna run over here. And we're going to go fight a few NPCs that use the presets. And then we'll talk about how we did the presets and how easy it is to set up an NPC. So, just an example. He's a slightly older guy, so he's got some ripples on his back from stretch marks. There we go. There's Bruce spawning in. We're not going to fight all these. We're just going to fight a few of these. Their feet are slipping because I disabled the control rig in the meta character creator. So that's a bit of annoying. There's Carmen. And so I have this set random. There we are. Okay. There, and there's another Sensei. Smash. And there is Sam. All right. So you see that? Now let's talk about setting it up for an NPC character. It's really easy. All you got to do is copy and paste these over with your character customization, and then you have to have your start CC right here, start CC, and then your character customization, you're going to want to go should load, and we're going to turn off should load. We don't want it to load the character ID because the player won't have a save for that, and we want to have NPC, and we have these three things. Is it NPC? Your NPC index, which is going to determine your character look. It's going to come off your presets and your character ID. This is not absolutely necessary because it's just basically if you want to save your NPC's ID when you're messing with it. Okay, so your presets right here, I have it randomized random integer, and it's getting a random preset, and then it's setting the NPC index. So when we look at our character current round of presets, if you're doing this, you probably going to want to have for your NPCs, you're probably going to want to go into your customization component and have a list of presets that are not available to the player. That way you have internal presets. So you probably want to make another data table, NPC data table list. I probably will actually have to do that myself, make one for you guys, so you can easily add more NPC data tables. NPC presets. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, likes, shares, and comments are always welcome. Any questions, don't hesitate to ask. LordMaddog signing off.